Hello everyone, how you all doing? Today in Grandma SOS Cooking, we're going to be cooking bitter leaf soup. It's a Nigerian soup, but this time ground bitter leaf soup with some egusi added to it. In Benin, we call it umomom with. That is literally the meaning is the soup that makes your body well, bitter leaf soup. So I've just opened it up and I have put it in the pot with water to parboil and remove some of the bitterness. It's been boiling now. The bitter leaf that we put on fire in just hot water, ordinary water, has been boiling now for about 15 minutes. So the bitterness of the bitter leaf would have all gone into the water. So we are now going to, I'm now going to sieve it and out in water and put it somewhere. It will be blended later to put in the soup. Okay, and also we are also cooking some stockfish pieces. No, it's normally dried, so to put in the soup as well. So I'm just going to show that to you. Just cooking on the other end, and that is the stockfish pieces. It gives the food taste and it's also protein-like. So we just put it in water because it's salted, and we want to remove a lot of the salt. When they were drying it up, and they used a lot of salt, the manufacturers. So we need food that doesn't have too much of salt in it. So you have to first of all parboil it and soften it so that it should be delicious in the soup. It gives the soup aroma, a fish-like aroma, very delicious. So we're boiling that as well. On the boiling that as well. When it's boiled, I'm going to also sieve it, remove the water, rinse it out, and place somewhere that we will add to the soup later on. So in a pot, our cooking pot, I'm going to add palm oil for the soup, and this is about 1/3 of a cup, not too much. I'm going to chop my onions. It's a full onion. I'm going to use half, chop it to put in the pot, and then I'll blend the remaining half with the tomatoes. Waiting for the oil to be hot a little bit, and then I'll put chopped onions inside. And then also in the meantime, I am preparing to blend my tomatoes. About 8 of romaine tomatoes. I am going to blend that now. I'll put it in the blender while we're waiting for the oil to heat up. When I'm blending my tomatoes, I normally squeeze out the liquid from my romaine tomatoes. Most times I use romaine tomatoes, so I squeeze it out. Squeeze out the seeds, because the seeds is not really good for people that have arthritis. So as I'm getting old, I normally squeeze out the seeds because the seeds contains lutein that can cause the inflammation of your joints. So now my oil is hot. I'm put the sliced onions in there. It's hot. I'm going to blend the tomatoes with the other half of the onion in the blender. And that's it here. That's the tomatoes. So for the tomatoes now. 1 teaspoon of pepper, 1 full teaspoon of pepper, maybe I'll add a little, half a teaspoon, so making 1.5 of pepper. Dried ground cayenne pepper. That's what it is. So we're going to leave it to boil out for 5 minutes. Then there is this little fishlings. They call it smelt. It's called smelt. Little tiny pieces of fish. So I am going to put it in there. It's raw fish, so it's going to cook while in there. So we're going to leave it for about 10 minutes to cook up before we add the other ingredients. So this is the egusi. Okay. Form, and I have it in the blended form. This is 2 cups. 2 cups of egusi in it. Before now, I had added crayfish in there. This crayfish, 4 tablespoons in there, and I also had added stockfish that we peppered. I've already added half because it would be too much for the soup if I put all of them. That was a lot. So now I'm going to. So it's been boiling for a minute. I'm adding the egusi, the blended egusi in there. And we just if you notice, I haven't added any salt or anything right now, because I want put the meat stock that I had in the freezer. Every time I'm cooking meat, I keep the meat stock, so I have a lot of meat stock in the freezer. So I'm going to add the meat stock because the meat stock has salt, so I don't want the salt to be too much. So salt is the last thing to be added. So right now it's thickening up, so I don't want it to burn. I'm going to now add the meat stock. So I'm just going to put it right in there and lower it to dissolve, and we'll be back. So it's even already defrosting. That's my meat stock. I didn't bring it out on time, so it's still in the frozen form, but it doesn't mean it's going to take a minute to dissolve. So I'll just cover it up and it will melt. Give it another 5 minutes to dissolve, and we'll be back. Yeah, the meat water, it's already now, so you see it's melted. So it's time to now add the bitter leaf. The bitter leaf. Here is the bitter leaf, the blended bitter leaf. I'm going to use water to rinse the blender, and that's pouring the remainder. Little water to rinse the pot, to rinse the blender, and then that's the soup now. You have bitter leaf and egusi. That's the soup. In Benin, we call it Mwomomwegberan. That's another type of cooking, another way of cooking bitter leaf soup. It's a Nigerian type of soup, and it's yummy. Maybe I need to add all the stockfish to make it yum yum. That aroma taste that we need. Taste it and then see if it needs more salt. Yeah, it needs more salt, and it also needs my body.You. So is the body.You. I'm putting 3 of it in my soup. Give it to cook up. Add salt to taste. Need some salt to taste. About half a teaspoon of salt to taste. So we'll eat to eat. The meat that I prepared, earlier on. Alright, it's been cooking for a minute. You see the palm oil already on top of so it's ready to be put down. That's our soup, bitter leaf soup, bitter leaf and egusi soup. So I'm going to put the meat now in there, and it will just heat up in a minute, and that will be it. Our soup is ready. Our soup is ready. Bitter leaf and egusi soup. If you are in my kitchen right now, it smells so good. When you taste the soup, it's kind of a little bit bitter, not too much, because we had already taken most of the bitterness from it by parboiling the leaves. So it's a little bit bitter, which is still good. Bitter leaf has a lot of benefits. It's good for the diabetic. It helps to regulate blood sugar. It's also good for the digestive system. So it's a very rich vegetable, bitter leaf. And then of course you add in the melon seeds, which is the egusi. They call melon seeds. It has its own antioxidants and also its own health benefits. So when you add both together, you're having a good totu, and then that will be it. You dish it out, and you can either use it to eat eba, or use it to eat starch. Starch coming out, so that shows you it's already cooked. So just in a few minutes, leave it another minute more, and that will be it. The soup will be down. That is Mwomomwegberan, bitter leaf soup, bitter leaf and egusi soup. But this is another form of making it. This other form, you can just chop it and add other vegetables to it. But this is blended, so it's another form of making it. my bitter leaf, with rice. Yummy. Then I have some avocado here, and then I have apple cider vinegar with lemon and a packet of stevia. That's the drink, the best drink ever. If you want to lose weight, if you are diabetic, apple cider vinegar, lemon, and stevia. If you are the sweet-toothed like me, otherwise you just drink it like that. So, and then of course, this is the best soup ever. This is the soup that makes you wellness soup. That's what it is called in my place. It's called the Momo Mwigbera. So I just cooked it, and I want to have mine. I'm eating it with rice and avocado. It is yummy. I wish you were here to enjoy it with me. It has a little bitterness to it, but when you drink water or you take your drink, it becomes sweet. The aftertaste is sweet. It's bitter because the leaf is bitter. It's called bitter leaf. Yummy in the tummy. Yummy in the tummy. I'm not putting on my glasses. That's why I'm squinting. That's my meat. Just a little rice. Apple cider drink is in my group too. It curbs hunger. It helps the diabetic by controlling your blood sugar, not allowing your blood, not allowing sugar to accumulate in your blood. It has digestive properties as well. Good for your colon and alkalizes your body. You know, our body most times is acidic because we eat meat and all those kind of other stuff. Our body is supposed to be in the alkaline state to be in wellness. So this, even though it's an acid, when it gets to the stomach, it becomes alkaline and it helps your digestive system. It is apple cider vinegar. It's wonderful. If you want to lose weight, go on this every day. You will lose weight, and that's what I'm doing. I want to lose some more weight. Try it at home, viewers, especially if you are Nigerian. Try it at home. You can eat it with rice, you can eat it with starch, you can eat it with eba or fufu. It's delicious. Thank you.